Greetings, YouTube denizens. It's Herc, and I have a question. Isn't the study of philosophy really the study of failed philosophies? In 1912, the then leader of the Baha'i faith, Abdu'l-Baha, or Servant of Glory, came up with this. They say that had there been a spiritual world, they would have sensed it. If inability to sense constitutes proof of perfection, the cow must be the greatest philosopher, for she does not realize anything beyond the animal world. That works kind of the other way, doesn't it? Logically, Abdu'l-Baha didn't show us that a spiritual world existed. He just tried to remove an objection to it. Let's have a fun look at some sacred cows and the things they have to say. Sleight of hand and prestidigitation are the time-worn crafts of magicians and sorcerers from time immemorial, he said in a cliched manner. Bait and switch and misdirection are also the tools of the professional religionist. Ask Pat Robertson what causes a hurricane, and he might tell you that it's God's response to those evil lesbians and gays and the acceptance of them, and oh, how horrible it all is. Since he's a bit of a magic man who in a recent video claims to have cured deafness, you wouldn't be surprised that he'd jump right for God as a solution to almost any problem. And so it is with William Lane Craig, another student of those failed philosophies. He began his Kalam argument with the idea that everything that begins to exist must have a cause. Look how quickly he jumps to God as the solution to that problem. God did it. Ask a meteorologist what causes a hurricane, and he'll probably talk about how rising low-pressure air mixes with high-pressure air and pressure gradients and a host of other terms that would just probably cause our eyes to glaze over. Craig will never tell you what causes is God. Instead, he will insist that God is an uncaused cause because he never began to exist. It's pretty obvious that we don't really know of anything that can be categorized as never beginning to exist. The universe is a bit of a strange place. When Dr. Craig's attempts at philosophy and quote-mind science begin to dry up, he falls back on his ace in the hole. I know that God exists because I can feel it in my heart. Basically, that's about it. Dr. Craig apparently has a telepathic sort of device in his chest that beams God's, or the Holy Spirit's, thoughts up to his brain. If you just think about that for a minute, you might realize just how ludicrous it is. And the Mormons have a similar sort of a scam going. They claim that if you pray to the Holy Spirit, you will be answered by a burning in the bosom. I'm not sure if it's like 2 burnings for yes and 1 burning for no, or how it's supposed to work, but it's equally silly. If it did work, one wonders why William Lane Craig isn't a Mormon, unless they're getting their burnings and their feelings in their chest from different gods. I think it would be interesting if more of these sacred philosophers would just own up to the truth. Come on, boys. Tell us you made it up. According to Michael Wallace, his father, Ray L. Wallace, invented Bigfoot. After Ray died in 2002, his family members came forward to tell us all about the hoax. And yet people still believe. I don't know why some of us are skeptics. And others will believe 7 impossible things before breakfast. Or why some people can use a string of facts and come up with a correct answer while others can't. But it all just seems to be part of the human condition. Joseph Smith said that there were people living on the moon, and Brigham Young later added that there were people living on the sun, too. I don't think this is proof that some con men are really good, but that a lot of people are really credulous, that they really want to believe, even after such resoundingly ridiculous statements. A while back, I read a book called Lie Spotting. There we go. In which Pamela Meyer says that the average person hears upwards of 300 lies per day, and that the person being lied to is some way complicit in being lied to. We allow people to lie to us. In the case of religion, I think some people require others to lie to them to make them feel better. I hope I gave you something to think about. Thanks for watching.